My name is Blaise Pascal. I was born in 1623 in Clermont-Ferrand, France. It was autumn when science had not yet fully awakened. People still explained nature through tradition and old beliefs, and I was simply a young man in that era, one who was full of questions about the world. My father was a mathematician. He firmly believed in one thing: education can shape the way a person thinks. So from a very young age, he introduced me to mathematics and natural philosophy. To many people, symbols, formulas, and logical proofs might seem dull and lifeless, but to me, they felt like a key, one that slowly revealed the hidden order behind the world. Little by little, I began to understand something important. Nature is not chaotic. It follows hidden laws. One day I began to think about a seemingly simple question: how does pressure travel through a liquid? At that time, most scholars believed that pressure in a liquid depended only on its weight. Many people accepted this idea without question, but to me something felt incomplete. I had a suspicion that between the water and its container, there must exist a deeper rule. So I decided to search for the answer myself. I designed a simple experiment. I attached a very long and extremely narrow tube to a wooden barrel filled with water. Then, I began pouring water into the tube. Slowly, the column of water rose higher and higher. As the height increased, I could sense that the pressure inside the barrel was quietly changing. And then something astonishing happened. The barrel suddenly burst apart. Water splashed everywhere. Wooden boards cracked open. Yet I stood there in complete calm, because in that very moment, I realized an important truth. Pressure applied to a confined liquid is transmitted equally in every direction. Later, people would call this principle Pascal's law. Its idea is actually quite simple. When a liquid is contained within a closed system, pressure applied at one point will be transmitted equally throughout the entire liquid. In other words, pressure can travel completely through a liquid. Because of this principle, humanity later discovered something remarkable. Through liquids, a small force can be transformed into a very large one. Many years later, people began applying this rule to industry and machinery. Hydraulic cylinders, hydraulic motors, hydraulic pumps. All kinds of hydraulic machines were invented. These machines allowed steel to move and immense forces to be controlled by human hands. Excavators could lift the earth itself. Machines could press and shape metal and steel. And behind all of this power lies a simple discovery: pressure can be transmitted through liquid. When I first performed that experiment, I never imagined what it might lead to. It was simply an attempt driven by curiosity. But sometimes, the progress of human civilization begins in exactly this way. When someone dares to question the world, that thin tube of water and that shattered wooden barrel may have quietly pushed history forward by one small step. So if today you see the power of giant machines and the strength of the industrial world, remember this: it all began with a young man's curiosity, and that young man was me. My name is Blaise Pascal.